The Henneman Size Principle, also known as the size principle of motor unit recruitment, is a fundamental concept in neuromuscular physiology. It was proposed by Elwood Henneman in the 1960s and states that motor units, comprised of a motor neuron and the muscle fibers it innervates, are recruited in a specific order based on their size, not specific muscles, from smallest to largest. This principle helps to ensure efficient and precise muscle activation while minimizing fatigue. Muscle fibers within the motor units can be classified into three main types, each with distinct properties and functions. Type 1. Slow twitch or slow oxidative fibers. These motor units are small, have a slow contraction speed, and are highly resistant to fatigue. They are primarily used for low-intensity, endurance-based activities, such as walking or maintaining posture. Type 2A. Fast twitch or fast oxidative fibers. These motor units are intermediate in size and have a faster contraction speed than Type 1 fibers. They are more fatigue-resistant than Type 2B fibers but less resistant than Type 1 fibers. They are used for moderate-intensity activities, such as jogging or swimming. Type 2B. Fast twitch or fast glycolytic fibers. These motor units are the largest and have the fastest contraction speed. However, they are the least resistant to fatigue. They are primarily used for high-intensity, short-duration activities, such as sprinting or weightlifting. According to the Henneman Size Principle, motor units are recruited in the following order: Type 1, Type 2A, and Type 2B. This sequential recruitment helps to prevent unnecessary fatigue and allows for the smooth and efficient generation of muscle force. All muscles in the human body are composed of a mixture of these fiber types. The specific ratio of fiber types within a given muscle depends on the muscle's function and its role in movement and posture. For example, postural muscles, like the erector spinae, muscles supporting the spine, have a higher proportion of Type 1 fibers due to their role in maintaining posture and resisting fatigue. On the other hand, muscles involved in powerful, explosive movements, like the quadriceps and hamstrings, have a higher proportion of Type 2 fibers to support fast, forceful contractions. However, it is important to note that there is considerable individual variation in muscle fiber composition. Genetics, training history, and overall fitness level can all influence the proportion of muscle fiber types in different muscles. In summary, the Henneman Size Principle applies to the recruitment of motor units within muscles, rather than specific muscles themselves. All muscles contain a mix of the three fiber types, with a specific ratio depending on the muscle's function and individual factors. To apply the Henneman Size Principle in your training, consider the following tips. Low-intensity, high-volume training. Focus on exercises that target your Type 1 muscle fibers by performing low-intensity, high-volume activities, such as long-duration aerobic exercises or high-repetition, low-weight resistance training. Moderate intensity, moderate volume training. Engage your Type 2A muscle fibers by incorporating moderate intensity, moderate volume exercises, such as interval training, circuit training, or resistance training with moderate weights and repetitions. High intensity, low volume training. Target your Type 2B muscle fibers by performing high intensity, low volume exercises, such as plyometrics, sprinting, or heavy resistance training with low repetitions. Progressive overload. Gradually increase the intensity, volume, or complexity of your training over time to ensure continued muscle adaptation and growth. Varied training. Incorporate a mix of low, moderate, and high-intensity exercises in your training program to target all types of muscle fibers and promote overall muscular development and performance. Here's a sample workout order. Warm-up. Begin with a 5 to 10 minute light aerobic activity, such as jogging, cycling, or jumping jacks, to increase blood flow and prepare your muscles for the upcoming workout. This warm-up will engage primarily Type 1 muscle fibers. Low-intensity, high-volume exercises. After warming up, perform exercises that target your Type 1 muscle fibers. These can include high-repetition, low-weight resistance training or low-intensity, steady-state aerobic exercises. For example, you could perform 3 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions of bodyweight exercises like squats, push-ups, or lunges. Moderate intensity, moderate volume exercises. Next, transition to exercises that target your Type 2A muscle fibers. These can include moderate intensity resistance training or interval training. For instance, perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions of exercises like bench press, lat pull-down, or leg press using moderate weights. Alternatively, you could perform interval training by alternating between periods of moderate intensity aerobic exercise and active recovery. 1 minute of running followed by 1 minute of walking. High intensity, low volume exercises. Finally, move on to exercises that target your type 2B muscle fibers. These can include high-intensity, low-repetition resistance training or plyometric exercises. For example, perform 3 to 5 sets of 3 to 5 repetitions of exercises like deadlifts, squats, or shoulder press using heavy weights. Alternatively, you could perform plyometric exercises like box jumps, power skips, or depth jumps for 3 to 5 sets of 5 to 10 repetitions. Cool down. Finish your workout with a 5 to 10 minute cool down, which can include low-intensity aerobic exercise like walking, followed by static stretching to help promote muscle recovery and flexibility. This workout order, based on the Henneman Size Principle, allows for the progressive activation of different muscle fiber types, promoting efficient muscle function and minimizing fatigue. Keep in mind that this is just a sample workout, and it's essential to tailor your exercise program to your individual goals, fitness level, and preferences. Remember to consult with a fitness professional or healthcare provider before starting any new exercise program.